So I really want to welcome all of you. I'm so happy to see you and to be starting this high vibe sound intention project. Yay! So, what I plan to do today, just a little overview, is um, how we're going to run things today. I'm going to start us off with Om Unison so that we can all be in sync and be of the same vibe. We're going to set the space with a guided visualization. I know Nancy and Susan did this with me before. Substitute, please feel free to substitute any words that I use for what you feel comfortable with. The purpose is really to get us connected as conduits between heaven and earth, to connect with earth and heavenly energies, to carry those energies and be the vessel for the sacred space and the sacred presence. After we do that guided visualization, I'm going to play a few of the frequencies, astrological frequencies that I've chosen for today. And then we'll just be in silence for a minute or two, and you can call forth whatever ideas, intentions, or issues that you want to put in today's pool to accelerate the manifestation of with that sound. And I'll go right into playing the singing bowls. And then for however long that I'm guided, I had originally put half an hour for this meeting. We have an hour, but if anyone needs to leave, I would ask you to just please try to wait till we're done with the singing bowls, and after that I'll play the Om Unison, and then I'm going to invite us to chant together, if you want, 3 ohms, and that will close out the space, and then we can end with an optional sharing so that anyone who's participating after the fact on the recording, they'll have that whole seamless experience, and then they can listen to the sharing or not, and you guys can stay or you can go. So that is the plan. So I'm gonna have us, this microphone, by the way, is very sensitive, so I will do my best to make the transitions unclunky. All right, let's just start by sitting tall and having our feet grounded, planted firmly. And I'm going to close my eyes. I just do better that way. But just take a few deep cleansing breaths, belly breaths, and let everything go except this single moment. All right, and I'm going to play Om Unison. Bring your focus and awareness to the energy center just below the navel. And visualize an orb of light. We call this energy center the Dantian. And breathe in Mother Earth energies. First, actually, drop a grounding cord from this energy center deep into the crystalline heart of Mother Earth. And now breathe in earth energies into this Dantian. Hold for a minute and allow that orb of light to expand. And on the exhale, move the energy through the heart space, through the crown, and up to the heavenly Father Sky energies. And on this next inhale, breathe in Heavenly Father Sky energies into the heart center. Hold for a minute and allow that orb of light to increase. Exhale through the dantian, back down through the root, through the lower chakras, back down to the core of Mother Earth. On the next inhale, simultaneously breathe in Mother Earth to the dantian, high heavenly energies into the heart center, and allow these two energy centers to grow in light and frequency. On the exhale, merge these two energy centers together, forming one column of light. And on the next inhale, simultaneously breathe in Mother Earth and high heavenly energies into this column of light and hold, building the light and frequency. Extending this column of light down deep into the earth, high into the heavens, and around your body and energy field. Exhale in all directions back into the unified field. And now I invite you to create a sphere of protection around your body and energy field. And I envision Archangel Michael's alchemical ring of fire around the rim, protecting me from any lower vibrations that would seek to do me harm or cause my vibration to lower across all time, space, and dimensions. And I personally also see Archangel Michael's sword in front of me, blade down, letting everyone know energetically that I am a peaceful warrior of divine light. I visualize a shaft of light moving out from my heart center to the left and right sides, the front and back sides, and the above and below sides of this sphere. And I like to see this sphere rotating and emanating the highest vibration of outcome, the highest vibrational awareness for myself at this time. And I invite and intend that this also activates the highest vibration and awareness for every human soul who is open to receiving their own divine guidance at this time. And I end this visualization prayer with, as a sovereign being of divine love and light, and as a sovereign citizen of sacred earth and the cosmos, thus have I spoken, so must it be. So now that we have created this sacred space individually as conduits of earth and heavenly energies, and we have combined our energies together through our intention by joining today, we acknowledge that wherever and whenever two or more are gathered, divine presence and creator is there. And as we hold this highest vibration for ourselves, we intend this for everyone with whom we come in contact. And we trust that this is so. The energies astrologically that I wanted to play for us today and ask to hold the space for this creation manifestation. The first one is Jupiter, which helps expand our awareness, expand our consciousness to the idea of abundance, to the idea of choices we may not have been aware of prior to this very moment. So Jupiter helps us expand into opportunities and options. The next tone I'm going to play is Saturn. I'm going to play these all together, by the way. I like using the vibration of 3 It's the idea of the Trinity, the above, the below, us as conduits, individuals. So the next frequency is Saturn, and Saturn with its rings is the planet that teaches us about our own mastery. So it shows up as limitation first, but as we get acclimated to this energy, we are concentrating our own forces through this limitation to graduate from karma to dharma. So we feel it as restrictions first and limitations, but it's really teaching us about responsibility and that no one else can take on this karma and dharma for us. We have a specific purpose in this lifetime. So we expand with Jupiter, we concentrate with Saturn to develop our mastery, and then the other tone I'm bringing in is Uranus, which rules the age of Aquarius. It's the planet of breakthrough, of epiphanies, and quantum leaps. So as we transition from the age of Pisces and into the age of Aquarius, what we are really doing is graduating from the past few thousand years of being indoctrinated in an energy that has really taught us about martyrdom. It's taught us, to sacrifice our own happiness in order to save the world. That's Pisces, the lowest vibration of Pisces, when actually the age of Aquarius is about the Christ consciousness being born and available to every individual. And that as we do our part to hold this energy, we automatically make it available to every human being. So it's teaching and leading through our example. It's like Abraham Hicks and the law of vibration has said for so many years now, we cannot make another person well by getting sick ourselves. We cannot make another person prosper by taking on a vow of poverty. We have to embody thriving, and that is what these meetings are all about. So this is Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. So, those of you who would like to chant 3 ohms, I'd like to just close this portion of our meeting today with 3 ohms. So, take in a nice deep breath. Om. And again. And one last time. So now is the time if anyone would like to share. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you're not comfortable doing that, that's perfectly fine as well. Any insights, any feelings, or the issues that if you'd like to share your issues, ideas, I mean, intentions.
I'd like to share. Just as it started, and by the way, I love the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus description that you gave. And I got to hear just the beginning of of what you were doing, that vibration. And then all of a sudden on the dock, the drums started. They're having an exhibition. I don't know if you can still hear them. But the strange thing was, okay, so I just let that even amp up the vibration more to send it more through this area of the world, my heart. And right at the second you stopped, the drums stopped. And then later on, when they're now playing again, they've started another iteration. But it was very synchronistic, and I view that as, I'll take that as a blessing that this vibration was really amped up.
Oh, I
So
love that. Thank you so much. Love that. Thank you for sharing.
thank you for leading us.
Oh,
Very
my pleasure. Yeah. Yes, Susan.
So I noticed that when you rang the first 3 tones for Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, as right after the third tone, I heard a fourth tone.
Cool.
And the fourth tone sounded like, and I heard it every time you did it. The fourth tone came very loudly to me. And the fourth tone was an ohm tone. It was an ohm tone. And I couldn't help but feeling like it was like the calling forth of, because surely at any point, any place on the planet, there's someone, right, uttering an ohm tone.
Yeah.
And I felt like I heard the channel of that tone. It was loud, like it came, like it was in this space. It was
so awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And I thought, where is that coming from? I don't know where that's coming from, but it's clear and it's loud. Yeah.
Well, you know what that says to me is that, you know, time isn't linear. There are these bleed throughs. So everything is, we have access to this, all that is energy at any given moment. And so sound just helps us acknowledge that more consciously or conscientiously. And I think by creating this space, it just, that veil dropped and you were connecting with where it was happening somewhere in the world. or in the universe, you know?
Yeah, it was really,
Wonderful.
it
Yeah.
was wonderful. Yeah.
It's
Thank
all
you.
about connection. So that's so wonderful. Anyone else? Yeah, Lisa.
That was really awesome. I feel really good now. Like, and I mean, it's late, early evening for me here. So that's really nice. But when you made the first tones, I felt it in my left hip, my left hand,
Oh my gosh.
and my whole left side of my head, like it was like tingling. And then it sort of
Fantastic.
evened out after that. But I really noticed it was like, I have to say this because it was
Yeah.
like really like tingly feeling. So, and then yeah, after the sounds went for a while, it sort of evened out.
Hmm.
But it
Yeah.
was really, yeah, quite intense at first.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you for sharing that feedback. I'll tell you what's interesting about that is that Saturn and Jupiter together actually do, like Jupiter and Sagittarius do govern the area of the hip.
Yeah, I'm my like birth. Well, yeah, I'm Sagittarius
Uh huh.
birthday in December, so that's quite interesting.
So Saturn and Jupiter are um, the bones and joints, like ligaments
Okay.
together. It's the structural system and the ligaments. But
Yeah.
Jupiter Sagittarius does actually affect the hips. But I don't want anyone to get stuck on that because when the frequencies are played, um, it they're going to go wherever the person needs them to go, and they do. They release stagnant energy and they coalesce or bring in harmony energy. It's all about restoring harmony to the body. So it's going to be, you know, it could be, I don't want to say always, could be felt intensely at first, and then it integrates into that calm, serene harmony. So I love that. Thank you so
Mm,
much.
thank you.
You're welcome. Nancy, anything, or you don't want to put you on the spot?
I had the same with the left side, and now my right hand feels better.
Wow.
Yeah, my right hand feels a
Yay!
lot better.
I love it. Well, it's magical, and I mean, I'm just so happy to create this space with all of you, and to be able to share what I love to do. I mean, it's just it can be so simple and elegant, and sound takes care of it, and you don't need to think about it anymore. So, I just want to do this on a regular basis to amplify the good vibes, the high vibes for us individually and the world at large, wherever, whoever wants to tap in. Like KJ did, she heard the drums and it was in sync, and Susan did with the Om. I mean, this is how we can connect consciously with our world and create harmony. So that's all we have today. But perfect for Self Care Sunday. Thank you so much.